What is the number one brand element for a church is a cross. And I've said this before ad nauseum to my church friends, but let me say it to you. The cross is offensive to Jesus. If you were executed by the state today, you'd all be wearing electric chairs around your neck or a syringe. It's offensive. And I'm not saying it's evil. Like there are a lot of burnt out Christians, disgruntled Christians who start YouTube channels talking about how Joel Osteen is a messenger of Satan. That's not what I'm talking about. You would have never found a disciple with a cross anywhere. That's why the little fish was a thing. Carry on, you will always remember. Carry on, nothing equals the splendor. Equal and Splenda. That's the sugar substitute version. I've been a church member my whole life, pretty much. I think there was a year that I stepped away. That was the obligatory pastor's son, prodigal thing. They always come back to church. It's true. But it marked my relationship with God because everything in the church was this doctrine that I couldn't understand. What do you mean God is three people at once? Is he like, Shmoo from Scooby-Doo where he splits himself? No, it's not like that. Well, who's sitting in the throne when Jesus is down here if he's God? And the Holy Spirit is, what about the Holy Spirit? Well, he's not really a person, he's God's breath. So then you have two people in God's breath. Now you don't have a Trinity. I never understood any of this. So I just said, look, just to be safe, I'm just going to be friends with God. And God can tell me who I'm supposed to like. Now, Jesus, I was always told we're children of God. So I thought, well, that makes Jesus my older brother. But that was, you don't want to think he's too holy to be. He's God. He's not just your older brother. I couldn't get anything to work. I still can't. At 51, and I can read the Bible in two languages, Hebrew and English. And I'm learning a little bit of Greek, although it's pointless, because it doesn't make much use of the Hebrew underneath of it. Because how do you put a storytelling language like Hebrew into a linear language like Greek, into a befuckled language like English, thanks to Urban Dictionary? Why did Johnny leave church a year ago this month, October 2022? Let me count the ways. Let me start, though, by saying I still love the church. I like the premise of it. I like that it provides community for people who are completely bereft of hope. And there's a lot of those kind of people in the world nowadays. I like that I have friends like a friend Jeremy, who was one more needle in the arm away from death. And I think it's been 5-6 years now that he's been completely clean and functioning member of a church. I think that is the church's best moment. Things like that. Caring for the widows, orphans, and the poor. And if they would just stick to that, what a wonderful world this would be. But instead, you've got the Russian Orthodox Church completely shitting all over the Ukrainian Orthodox Church and undermining and participating in propaganda. And it's just one example. Now my life's no longer empty. Surely heaven waits for you. That's a great way to trash your voice.